Every country we go to has a different system. The plugs that we take to adapt our equipment to serve in all the different areas have to be many different shapes. We never know. It seems like we always end up trying to find an adapter because we come across a new shape and size. But God always provides. The best kind we found are those universal plugs that have holes that will receive any kind of strange looking apparatus. But still there's a limit there, as you can see in the picture. We tried to run the generator someone was interested in selling it to us because the other generator used in the meeting was not powerful enough to operate the projector. It was running smoothly. We plugged in everything. Everything looked right. And suddenly smoke started coming out of the projector. Quickly, we unplugged everything. In fact, we were in the process of unplugging it when the smoke began, and we were confused. Nothing had been changed. There was nothing out of line, except that we didn't have a voltage regulator. So we got a voltage regulator, but that didn't help. When they plugged in the microphone system, it caught on fire. So we just rejected the generator, told them we're not interested in purchasing it. And they said, well, there's nothing wrong with it. It's your equipment. But we were brokenhearted. I kept thinking maybe we should just go home. We don't have any tools now to work with, and we have 2 months ahead of us. How can we do anything without equipment? And Jenny looked at me and she said, but Mama, we prayed and God wanted us to come, so He's going to figure out something for us. I couldn't imagine finding a projector. 3 weeks later, our dear pastor, Jeff Kinney, got up front and made a plea for us, and some dear people contributed until we had enough. It came by Western Union, and it was so exciting. Within 1 second, we jumped the bus. After we got the information off the internet, we caught a bus that was just getting ready to leave. We ran and got inside while our pastor ran to borrow some money so that we could pay for the bus and get to Kigali. In Kigali, we collected the funds from Western Union, found our friend Ruben, who had already lined up a projector. The plans were to get the projector and immediately get back on the bus and arrive in time for meeting. But it's not that easy. There was delays. We got some food items and water, and by the time we got on the bus, it was almost time for meeting to start. And it took 3 hours. We got to Ringeti in the dark, couldn't find transportation. We were struggling to get to the road where we had to walk 3 miles in the dark up to our camp on the mountain in Kabaya. While we were standing there, many motorcycle drivers came by and pushed even their tire into our skirts, trying to get our attention so that we would ride with them. Then they began scorning us and laughing at us and asking for real high prices because it was after dark. Pastor thought of a name. He called the man from Madagascar, and he was driving a truck for the company. He was working on a road that went up by where we would stop and then walk in from. He was instructed by his company that he was not to drive after dark, for it was not safe. But he ventured out to help the missionary because the missionary was not in a safe situation either. God blessed, he delivered us right into Kabaya, right to the house where we were to stay. We praised God. We did not have to walk in the dark, and we had the protection of the truck. And with the projector under our arm, it was a real blessing. You would think that it would be more tempting to robbers to try to steal from us, seeing that we were carrying that kind of equipment. But God provided our safety, and He knew it was hard for me to see in the dark, so we just praise His name. My God shall supply every need of yours. Every time we have a challenge, He is there with the answer.